Hello everyone, my name is Rowena from Pole Purpose. Today what we're going to be doing is 5 beginners moves. So once you've got these moves down, you can start moving into a little bit more intermediate terrain. So it's just a few exercises just to get you a little bit stronger. I'm working with a spinning pole, so I suggest you do as well. So the first move we're going to do is a chair spin. So I'll move through this really slowly and then I'll show you what it looks like. So you want to put your inside arm nice and high, so you don't want to be standing so close to the pole where your full body's in contact with it. You want to be just standing just a little bit further away. And the more you get comfortable in this spin, you'll take your body even further away. Okay, so right now you're just mirroring what I'm doing. So inside hand, which is the one closest to the pole, nice and high. Outside arm, chest level. And then what you're going to do from there is just step with your inside foot. And then you're just going to bring your knees around into a chair position. So I'll show you what that looks like. So arm up, hand, step, chair spin. And then you just step out, nice and gentle, and you land. Okay? So that was one side. Let's go and try the other side because it's important to always do both sides, particularly when you're in the beginner phases of your pole learning. Okay? So we're going to start with that. Inside arm nice and high, outside arm chest level. I'm going to show you a variation with the legs now, so I'm just going to do a pike basically instead of the chair. Okay, so same hold, everything with the arms. The only thing that changes is the length of the legs. So arm up, hand across the chest, step, pike. And find your way down. Stop. Okay, so there were your chair and pike. What I would do is suggest to get the chair down first and then the pike, and always remember to keep your knees close together and point your toes. Okay, so either really pointed or really flexed looks more effective, otherwise it's like to just hang in your feet. Okay, so the next spin we're going to learn is a V spin. There's lots of different names for this, but I always call it a V because your legs are just out to the side. So for the V spin, you step with the inside leg, outside arm across the chest, inside arm high. I'm just going to let this second leg, so the outside leg, move around the space, and I'm going to lift up to turn the pelvis to the pole. So step, lift. To stand, okay? And if you feel like you can't really lift the legs up high, that doesn't matter. You can just build that up over time. So if your legs are low, you're doing a great job. If they're high, you're doing a great job. Okay? So I'll show you that again. And obviously if you find that too difficult, I'll show you a variation now. So inside arm nice and tall, step with the inside leg, outside arm chest level. And then you're just going to do little lifts, little bunny hops. So up like this, but keep going. So rather than holding it, you're just going up, up, drop, step, up, drop, okay? And obviously the more you build up your strength, the easier it's going to be to keep the legs as high as possible. An exercise just to help with that would be to do some développés, okay? So drawing the toes up, extending the leg to the side and drop. Same with the other leg, so up, extend, drop. And that will just get a lot stronger the more you do it. For our next spin, we've got a front hook. So stand next to your pole. This is really quite important to address all these points of contact right now. So I'm actually just going to turn around to show you, so you can do exactly what I'm doing. So extend your inside leg just in front of the pole like this. So as you can see, the back of my knee has just met the pole. It's come into contact with the pole. So then from there, I'm just going to reach my inside arm high, but the outside arm chest level. So I'll turn around for that bit. So there. And then, what you'll see is when I bend this heel in towards my bum, it kind of catches, it gets like a little bit of contact in the pole, which is exactly what we want. You should feel like a little bit of a pinch, and that's good. So extend for the front hook, bend, arm, arm, and then we're just going to push forwards, pushing off this foot, and head back. Toes together, knees apart. And then extend the outside leg, and find your way to stand. Just like that. Do this all from front facing now, so we're going to put the inside leg just in front of the pole, so the toes still in contact with the floor, and that's a really key point, because you don't want your leg to be up there. It's a big mistake that people always make, because you need this conditioning now to do harder things later on. So foot in front of the pole, bend the heel in towards your bum, inside arm nice and high, outside arm chest level, and you're going to push your pelvis forward. It's really important that the movement's driven from this area. So push, 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 and then you throw your head back and you enjoy the spin. Okay? So push and extend and step, and you drop, and that's it. So the next move I'm going to show you now is a spin called the Viva Spin. Again, there are different names for this this movement, but I've always called it the Viva Spin, and it's nice. So V-I-V-A, Viva. People always think I'm saying Viva when I do this. It must be the Scouse accent, I don't know. So for the Viva Spin, what you're going to do is stand next to your pole, and then you're just going to lift your inside leg up as high as you can get it. Okay? So there are a few different variations of this which I'll show you right now. Okay, so the first version and the easiest version would be to start with both hands high like this, okay? And then you're just going to fall forward. Might be a bit scary at first because you're worried, like, oh my god, what's going to happen with that leg? But don't worry, because it can't really go anywhere and you can't really fall from it. So you squeeze in the back of this knee, you'll feel a little bit of a pinch, that's normal, okay? Forwards. Lift the bottom leg to meet the top leg, and then if you feel wonderfully comfortable in this position, you'll take the bottom hand off and you feel like you're flying through the space, and you bring the hand back on and you pull up and you step off. Okay? So that was variation number 1 of the Viva Spin. Number 2 would be to hook the leg, and you can start with one hand beneath the knee. Okay? So rather than starting up there, one hand beneath the knee. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to fall, lift the bottom leg up, and if you want to, you can take the bottom hand off, move it through the space, take it back on, and stand yourself up. Okay? Might get a little bit dizzy, I shouldn't feel dizzy. But the important thing within all of that is to pull your body up at the end, because you can't just, like, you won't be able to get out, so you've got to learn to pull your body, pull your body weight, okay? So that was that, and if you want to make it a little bit nice, a little bit more stylized, you can take a little walk into it. So if you were to put your arm up, so you can take a little 1, 2, 3, hook, lift, hand, up, release the leg, stand. So that's how you kind of make it a little bit more stylized like that, okay? You start with your inside hand just like this, next to your shoulder, so no higher, and as you'll see, my body is quite close to the pole. So we're there, outside hand just above. I'm going to step with the outside leg, kick with the inside, and I'm making a big fan with my legs, which is why it's called fan kick legs, okay? So, inside hand, outside hand, step with the outside leg, kick with the inside, wants to land there. Just like that. So I'll show you that again. So stand next to your pole, there, there, step, stop, okay? And like, the more you get comfortable with it, the more you can again start adding, like, you know, steps towards the pole, steps out, you know, as you finish. So I'll just show you that a little bit quicker and maybe a way to get out. So you'd be there, pull in, so I'm away from the pole, step, and you can throw a little head roll in, okay? So it's kind of seeing where the movement goes, but it's always important to learn the correct technique before you start to kind of get rid of the style, I suppose. So what we've done so far, we've done fan kick legs, we've done a Viva Spin, we've done a front hook, we've done a chair, and we've done a pike. So that's 5 different moves. So yeah, that's all we plan to do today. So I hope you enjoy them. Let me know how you get on. I'm going to post a little combination as well that you could do with those 5 moves. So I'll put the link in this video. So hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.